guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what message do your ancestors have for you. Some of these ancestors maybe you've already met, others you've just seen in photographs or heard stories about. That's absolutely fine. So for the first group, we have this peach stone over here, this little blue stone for group 2, and this bluish grey stone with these white stripes on it for group 3. So feel free to pause the video, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the peach stone, let's find out what messages do your ancestors have for you. So the oracles that came out for you were recognition and reward, followed by rejoice in celebration, healing chaos, and leadership. All right, group 1, a couple of messages over here. Each time you see the number 3 getting repeated, whether it's 2 times or 3 times or whatever, know for a fact that some or the other ancestor of yours is around you in that moment, trying to put across a message. Also, I think butterflies are quite symbolic over here. So each time a butterfly randomly out of nowhere just comes and starts hovering above you, or you see this imagery somewhere related to butterflies, and that again would be the presence of your ancestors around you. I wouldn't necessarily say polar bears because it's, I don't know, but maybe it is true for some of you. All right, let's begin group 1. First of all, and this is really nice, your ancestors are kind of giving you a good news over here with recognition and reward and rejoice in celebration. There is something that you have been working very hard towards for a very long time now, like slogging your ass off, burning that midnight lamp. And I think after a very long wait, you are finally getting the recognition which you deserve. Now, it can be different things for different people. For some of you, maybe for a very long time, you were trying to create your space within a particular community. Nobody was really paying any attention to you. Everybody considered you as the new person or the misfit or whatever it was. But finally, they will realize your importance in that group. And I think you will soon do something or say something, or maybe somebody else will recognize your importance and spread it elsewhere. And you will get noticed. And I think that is what you're looking for also, to get noticed. But apart from that, especially as far as your work is concerned, I feel like you had been working very hard in a particular project. But it would always happen with you that somebody or the other would come and take away all the credit, or somebody else's presence, mere presence, would overshadow all of your hard work, which is why whoever your supervisor, team leader, whatever it is was, were not able to see your potential and your efforts. But finally, that is going to happen. For a lot of you, you're about to get a promotion or a raise as well. Now, there is something that you have been struggling with, and your ancestors are telling me that for a lot of you, it has got something to do with you liking someone, but that person liking somebody else, choosing somebody else over you. Basically, a third-party situation. And your ancestors are telling you that they are aware of the fact that you have been waiting for this person of interest to stop putting their time and attention and energy and love and affection and all of those things into that other individual, and look at you and see the love that you have to offer to them. But with leadership and healing chaos, your ancestors are telling you that for your own good, and if you recognize your own self-worth, it'll be best if you can leave this third-party situation. You don't want to be considered as an option, do you? Like a safety net. You do not want to give your person the impression that, okay, if it does not work out with B, I always have A to go back to. Would you like that? Because your ancestors definitely wouldn't. They don't like it when this person is treating you like an option, which is why they are encouraging you, they are boosting your confidence, and they're asking you to get yourself out of the situation. And take some time out to heal. It's not going to be easy. It'll be a whirlwind of emotions that you will feel. It might not even make sense to you. You might not even understand why any of this is happening to you. But your ancestors are assuring you that in the long run, it'll all work out. Like in retrospect, when you look back, you'll realize why it did not work out with this particular individual. Because they're not right for you. With leadership, your ancestors are telling you that you are out of this person's league. In fact, I am literally seeing this visual of your ancestors kind of like going, "Oh, really? Seriously? This guy? This guy, group one? What did you even see in them?" Actually, I think that you've heard this before. Definitely, group one. A lot of you have heard this before. A lot of your friends, family members, relatives, whoever it is, have asked you, "Seriously, is this is the person you're with? This is the person that you're dating? What did you even see in them?" And I think it is time you start asking yourself that question, group one. Did you ever really, really, really like them? Or were they just, I don't know, like you were lonely and they were around? Was it something like that? Because you are way better than them in every sense. In fact, your ancestors are telling me that whoever this person is that you're so worried about, they aren't even as good as you when it comes to career and stuff. In every aspect, whether it is looks, life, pentacles, whatever it is, you're better than them. Also, your ancestors are tired, like sick and tired of you always taking the initiative to mend things in this connection with this individual. They're asking you to stop doing that. They're asking you to stop investing so much time and effort into this toxic situation over here where there are other people involved as well, and instead divert all of that time, energy, attention, and affection into healing yourself from this, from something other than this, some past relationship before this, whatever it is. But get yourself out of this. Your ancestors are also telling me that sometimes you have all these self-worth issues. Maybe when this person came into your life, they made you feel very good, very happy, very nice about yourself. And maybe that is why you fell for them. But they're telling me that it was pseudo love. It wasn't actual love. You think you love them, you don't. They just made you feel nice. And so you thought that, oh, well, maybe this is what love is supposed to be like. I think this is what love is supposed to feel like. But no, it isn't love. If you're an option, it definitely isn't love. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So group one, I just got this message that for some of you, the ancestor that is coming across very strongly for you is some grandfather of yours who has never been fond of any of your partners, any of your girlfriends, boyfriends. They've never liked any of them. And this grandfather of yours has put you on a pedestal and they think that you're, like their grandchild, group one, is better than everybody else. And I think no matter whom you date, group one, it's going to be slightly tough to impress this guy. All right. Let's see. Spirit, what message do group one's ancestors have for them? We have the Page of Wands. What message do group one's ancestors have for them? Five of Pentacles. What message do group one's ancestors have for them? Seven of Pentacles. What message do group one's ancestors have for them? Two of Swords. All right. See, your ancestors don't like to see you like this. This is the energy in which they want you to see. Meanwhile, you're sitting over here in this Debbie Downer energy, trying to keep on knocking on this door, waiting for the person at the other end to open it. Your ancestors want you to wake up and see that you have the option of getting out of the situation anytime you want, because the key is right over here. It's right in front of your eyes. It's just that you're too busy weeping the loss of something which in the first place wasn't even right for you. They're telling you, be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, give yourself as much time as you need to heal from this and from this. And maybe, like I mentioned, something before that too. And if it confuses you whether or not you should approach this person, whether or not you should take action towards this person, and like a wise man once said, if you have to first type it out in your notes section before actually hitting the send button, that's how you know that it isn't the right person for you. So if you have to draft your messages before sending them, it's no, group one. This is not your person. In fact, your ancestors want me to ask you, is there even any room for confusion? Should you even be so confused, group one? Take the blindfold off. Because once you do, you'll realize that you're so better off than this. In fact, your really, I mean, somebody's grandparents are coming through very strongly. All right, anyway. So group one, your ancestors are telling me that before this individual came into your life, this is how you used to be. You were very carefree, you were very peppy, very chirpy, a very sunshine person. And your ancestors have noticed how your energies have only, continued to deplete ever since this person entered your life. And they don't like that. Yeah, they definitely do not like this individual. As far as your career and finances are concerned, your ancestors are encouraging you that if currently you are confused between two choices, two companies, two offers, two different career lines, they want you to go with the one which excites you, whichever one it is that you're passionate about, choose that. Don't listen to what others around you are saying. And it'll take time. Whatever this option is which you choose, it might take some time to give you your desired results, but it will get you there. All right. The signs that are present over here are Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So basically all the signs are present. All right. Spirit's message for you, group one, is bring love into the situation. And do you notice how this woman is standing in this pool of water and she's like basically pouring the water, like you can say it's inward, the direction is inward. And this is what is required of you at this moment, group one. All of the love which you're so busy spending outside, direct some of that inwards towards yourself. You're the one who needs it the most right now. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group one. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me for that on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. And for more pick a card readings, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, so for those of you who chose this blue stone, let's find out what do your ancestors want you to know. So the oracle cards that came out for you were fertility, solitude, focus, and enlightenment. All right. First things first, group 2. The numbers 3 and 9 might be significant for you in terms of how can you spot your ancestors around you if you see the digits 3 and 9 in repeating sequences, not necessarily together, like even all by themselves. That would confirm the presence of your ancestors around you. Also, if you see the imagery of a snow leopard or a leopard or ship, boat, yacht, anything along those lines. In fact, the stars too. That is beautiful. Galaxies and shit. That would be your ancestors. All right, now getting to your messages. Of course, the very first thing that your ancestors want you to know is that for those of you who want this, very soon you can become mothers. Which is why they followed it with solitude. If you do not want to become a mom just yet, take precautions. Because there's a very, very strong chance of you getting pregnant. I would say like within the next 3 to 9 weeks, you can conceive. So if that is something that you don't want, you need to be very, very careful. And this is a very specific message. Not all of you might believe in things like this, but for those of you who do, okay, yeah, I'll just say it. All right. When you conceive this time around, it can be the return of any of your ancestors. Like they're coming back into the family through you, which is why once your child starts growing up a bit, you'll notice that they're very wise beyond their years and quite mature. And the reason behind it is because it'll basically be an old soul. All right. There is a woman in your life right now whom you don't like. For some of you, it can be your mom. For some of you, it can be your mom's sister, your elder sister, some cousin, some friend, your girlfriend, whoever it is, whoever she is. You don't like them. But your ancestors are telling you that there is something more to this story, something that you're missing out, something that you are choosing not to see because you're very focused on everything that went wrong, which is why you have completely isolated yourself from this woman, from this individual. But she's not bad. And it is a possibility that somebody might have fed your ears against this woman, that, she said such and such things about you, she doesn't wish well for you, she's this and she's that. But your ancestors are saying that that is not true. Especially if this is someone from your family, your ancestors are saying that you need to get more information with enlightenment and focus being in opposite directions over here. You're choosing to only stick to what you know or like just one side of the story, but that is not the whole truth. That is your truth. But what about her truth? You need to find that out. If you don't want to talk to her on your own, which you aren't doing anyway with the energy of solitude, you can take help from somebody else. You can ask somebody else to do the talking on your behalf or get information from her. But this relationship over here, in like whatever relationship this is, mother, daughter, sisters, best friends, whatever it is, it deserves a second chance. And your ancestors want you to give this woman another chance. Your ancestors have also noticed how of late you've started spending a lot of time all by yourself. You're not really mingling with a lot of people. And that's okay. They're not really, saying anything to you about it. They're just saying basically, take your time. You guys are empaths if you didn't already know that. And your energy gets depleted way faster than that of others. You feel things more deeply than others, which is why your method of replenishing your soul is also a little bit different from others. For others, rejuvenating yourself can be going out with friends and things like that. But for us empaths, it's usually about spending time all by ourselves. And I see that that is what you're doing over here. Your ancestors are saying that that's fine. That is absolutely fine. There might be days when you feel like something's wrong with you or why are you feeling this way? But it's okay. They actually like this inner work which you're doing. But very strongly, they're sending this message across for you, group 2, all because they wish you well with focus and enlightenment, is that sometimes you have this habit of only sticking to one version or one aspect of the story, no matter what it is. It does not necessarily have to be about whatever it is that we discussed just now. In any other area of your life as well, your ancestors have noticed how you sometimes tend to be a little bit stubborn, a little bit rigid. Like if you have formed a narrative, you stick to it. You then do not prefer or don't like to listen to other people's opinions on it. You might be like me, like your thumb doesn't really bend down. And I read somewhere that if this is a sign of people being very stubborn, so welcome to the club. But it's not a nice thing. It isn't. I'm learning this too. Maybe some of my ancestors have come through over here in this reading as well. Anyway, but yeah, they would like for you to become a little bit more flexible. Now, this is hurting me now. A little bit more flexible. There is always someone or the other who tries to show you the right way out of a problem or a situation, but you choose not to listen to them. And I wouldn't be surprised if whatever is happening between you and this individual over here is also happening because of some issues regarding the stubbornness and rigidity which you possess. Okay, wow. So your ancestors are saying that you have inherited this from them. This rigidity, this stubbornness, this refusing to listen to anybody else once you have made up your mind. It's all hereditary. Don't repeat my mistakes is what I just heard. So they don't want you to go down the same path as they did. I mean, they obviously know what the long-term consequences can be of a personality trait like this, which is why they don't want you to go down that path. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. What do group 2's ancestors want them to know, Spirit? We have the 4 of Cups. What do group 2's ancestors want them to know? 5 of Cups. What do group 2's ancestors want them to know? What do group 2's ancestors want them to know? 2 of Wands. What do group 2's ancestors want them to know? And the Page of Swords. You definitely need other people's perspectives. That is one message. Anyway, I want to talk about the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups first. You're pretending to be happy. You're pretending to be fine with this person not being a part of your life anymore, but you know that you're just bullshitting yourself. And your ancestors obviously can see right through it. You're pretending to be fine, you're pretending to be happy, but the truth is that you also horribly miss this person. And they miss you too, a lot. They're not happy without you. They want to talk to you. And I feel like they have tried to reach out to you a lot many times, but each time you chose not to talk to them. It is possible that they did not try to reach out to you directly for some of you. But I mean, like they did make an effort. But you were like, meh, not interested. No thanks. I don't want to talk to you anymore. This is it. Nice knowing you. Bye. But that's not the right attitude. This person, whether it's your friend, sister, mom, whoever it is, they're miserable without you. Now your ancestors are not sending you on a guilt trip, mind you. I think they're just trying to tell you some things which you might not be knowing. Maybe you think that this person doesn't miss you, doesn't care about you, but your ancestors are telling you that that is not true. They horribly, horribly miss you. And that is why they had tried to reach out to you. But at that time, well, maybe you needed time. That's okay. And I think it makes sense also, this being in alignment, solitude and the 4 of Cups. With 2 of Wands, I like the fact that your ancestors are not rushing you to make any amends, which is good. But they're just saying that don't cancel this person, basically. If you speak Gen Z, you know what that means. Don't cancel this person so soon. Don't be so quick to dismiss them. Take your time. Don't just go on analyzing whatever it is that they did. Shift your perspective. Look outside the window. Expand that horizon, that bubble of thought a little bit. And think about whatever it is that you might have done, you might have said as well. And once you do that, there will be a breakthrough. You will realize what went wrong and how can things be amended. And with Page of Swords, your ancestors are also telling you that this time around, if you try to reach out to this person first from your side, they will listen. In fact, they're waiting to hear from you, whoever this energy is over here. They want to talk to you. They want you to communicate with them. Apart from this, your ancestors are telling you that if right now you are stuck doing some job or something which does not satisfy you emotionally at all, when you come back home or when you're done for the day, you feel like you've done nothing productive, you did not enjoy it one bit, and you feel a lot more sad going to bed than how you were feeling when you woke up, then that's how you know that it is time to switch your career field or job or location or whatever it is. And your ancestors know that there is some idea in your head. Maybe it needs some polishing. Maybe it needs for like a group of people to get together and do some brainstorming, but it is worth acting upon. It might just start off as some online thing, that is absolutely fine. But they're basically saying that if you want to explore something other than what it is that you're doing right now, you totally can do that. The signs that are present over here are Libra and Virgo very strongly. Apart from that, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, and Aries, Sag. So again, I guess basically all the signs. Spirit's message for you, group 2, is nothing is yet set in stone. So stop worrying. Stop worrying that you won't get another shot with this individual, or you will always stay stuck in this job. No, none of that is going to happen. All right, nothing is yet set in stone. It's all about energy. You can manifest the change that you want. So do not give up. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you, group 2. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. To book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram for more pick a card readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. So for those of you who chose this bluish gray stone, whatever that color is, let's see what message do your ancestors have for you. So the oracles that came out for you were triumphant success, followed by foundation and achievements, abundance, and relaxation. Nice. All right. Group 3, first things first. The numbers 1 and 4 are significant for you in terms of how your ancestors like to connect with you. So each time you see the numbers 1 or 4 in sequence or by themselves repeating anywhere, then that is a sign that your ancestors are around. And apart from that, white flowers, pink flowers, very, very random, but hammocks for some of you can also be a sign of their presence around you. In fact, if someday you are reading a book on a hammock, you might want to flip to page 14, and there might be a special message for you over there from your ancestors. Do try that sometime. All right, getting to your messages, group 3. There is something which you had been struggling with for a very, very long time now, desperately waiting for a breakthrough, desperately waiting for a new beginning, for a fresh start. And that's coming for you finally over here with triumphant success. It wasn't easy. It's kind of like somebody having to escape from prison and then, like digging the whole underground tunnel and then finally having that outlet out in the open somewhere outside of the prison boundaries. And that's you right over here with triumphant success. It wasn't easy. It took a very long time. You did not even know where you were going. You were just going on digging and digging and digging. And finally, you have made it outside. They're really cheering for you, these ancestors of yours. A lot of them today that have come through are from your mother's side of the family. I just got that message very strongly. All right. For single peeps, this is a special message with foundation and achievements. You guys are going to get married soon. Somebody is coming into your life. This person has excellent communication skills, might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you might meet them through your community, like friends and family and stuff. Your ancestors kind of want you to chill out for a little bit, group 3, because you are a very hard worker. They acknowledge that. They love that about you. They appreciate it. They show you off to their other ancestor buddies. They're like, yeah, that is group 3, comes from my family. Look at how well they're doing. Hustler. But then they seriously want you to take a break now, group 3. They are telling you that your work-life balance is absolutely fucked up and you need to make changes to it. With abundance, your ancestors want you to, it's kind of like, hold on for a second. Do you realize how powerful of a manifester you are, group 3? Have you never noticed how easily something comes in front of you, even when like just 2 seconds ago you've thought about it? And if the answers to all of those questions is yes, then you can chill out. Because this abundance which you're running after, it's already yours. Nobody's going to take it away from you. It is your blessing. It is not going to pass you by. It cannot escape you, not in this lifetime. They're very worried, especially about your mental health with swords over here. A lot of you of late have been complaining about migraines and headaches and things like that. And they don't like it. They know why you're going through all of these things. And no, it is not the Mercury retrograde which is giving you headaches. It is this excessive work that you're doing, not taking any time out for yourself or for your family. Your ancestors actually want you to go on a vacation if that is possible. And if it isn't because of the global health crisis, then definitely a staycation would be just as fine. They're telling me that as a child, you loved reading books. In fact, some of these ancestors are people whom you have met as a child, and you might have even borrowed some books from their personal library. They're saying they never returned it. But that's okay. Let them keep it. Anyway, what happened? They're asking you, Group 3, what happened? Where'd that little reader go? Where'd you bury them? Where did you lock them up? Take that person out. Take that bookworm out. Read books. You loved doing it. A lot of you have been wanting to explore gardening also. But you think you don't have the time for it. You do. You have to make time for it. Your ancestors want you to make time for yourself instead of taking out time for yourself. This is a specific message from your ancestors for a few of you. There is somebody whom you want to get into a relationship with, and they have been keeping silent for a very long time now. And you kind of like let the universe know about this. You informed your ancestors that I like this person, they don't talk to me. That's okay, I'm not going to put in any more effort than what I already have. And you started focusing on yourself. But you did send out that intention out into the universe. And your ancestors are saying that now the fruition of that intention is coming your way. There is going to be incoming communication from this person on your mind whom you had told your ancestors or spirit about. When you are all by yourself, you have a habit of talking to yourself. A lot of us do, that's fine. In fact, your ancestors over here are encouraging this habit of yours. The reason behind, and they're telling me this, Group 3, is that you don't like talking to other people too much about what's bothering you or what's going into your life or your dreams and plans and shit. You don't like discussing it, which is fine. I get it. They get it too. So your ancestors are saying that if you do not like to talk about all of these things to others, talk to yourself. When you're sitting all by yourself, talking to yourself, you think you're talking to yourself and there's nobody else around. There always is somebody around. Your spirit guides are around. Your ancestors are around. Spirit is omnipresent. There are a lot of beings who are listening. You're never alone. It's actually a very good exercise, which they are recommending to you. So you can totally try that out. Gifting a plant. Somebody is going to gift you a plant, Group 3. And your ancestors would highly encourage if you can look after your indoor plants a little bit more. Maybe they have noticed how you had purchased a lot of indoor plants with a lot of passion, but you haven't really been taking good care of those plants, and your ancestors do not like that. So do whatever you have to fix them or get new ones, and promise yourselves this time around that you will make sure that they survive. But yeah, that is also another focus. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. What do Group 3's ancestors want to say to them, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. What do Group 3's ancestors want to say to them? Queen of Wands. What do Group 3's ancestors want to say to them? Queen of Swords. What do group 3's ancestors want to say to them? Death and rebirth. All right. Different messages over here. Take what resonates. So maybe all of them apply to you, group 3. So firstly, the person that we were talking about, who is going to bring in communication for you, somebody whom you had been waiting for some time, and in the past you were the one who had been taking a lot of action towards them. They can be a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also, Scorpio is coming out very strongly. Now, your ancestors have noticed how you started out young, very, very focused on your career. Then you got busy in that hustle, becoming the boss lady. And it's almost as if now you have become very detached from what fulfills you emotionally. A rebirth is required, but of you in a way. You need to give yourself a second chance, apparently, group 3. Because this is who you used to be. You were someone who had a vision and you were slowly and steadily working towards it. Very quickly, you transitioned into this hyper energy of the Queen of Swords. And then from there, you transitioned into the energy of the Queen of Swords, who's all about thinking rationally, not very connected to the heart, only focused about how to exceed, how to do better. Somewhere you stopped being grounded. You stopped coming back home to yourself. And that is not good. And you need to revive this version of yours. And the other message, like the third message, is that when this person does come around, you might not feel like talking to them. Maybe you don't want a second chance with this person, but that's okay. That cannot stop them from at least trying to make an effort or like try. They can try all they want. It depends upon you. It is your free will. But your ancestors are recommending over here with death and rebirth that if you do decide to give this individual a second chance, make sure that this time around it happens on your terms and conditions. Because somewhere with the contrast of this Knight and Queen, you guys still are not on the same page. You guys are still not on the same level. You are a bit more mature than they are. So if you can leave some room for their growth and after that make this decision, that's fine. But basically they don't want you to sweat this out as much as you had in the past. And it is possible that more than one person from your past is trying to come back into your life, and you might have to choose between them. Your mind will say person A, your heart will say person B. And if that happens, it'll be best if you can take some time out to disconnect and then analyze which one of those two people would be a better choice for you. Your ancestors also want you to be a bit more assertive, group 3, and really focus on drawing boundaries and healthier boundaries at that. Your ancestors have noticed how, especially at your workplace, there is someone who tends to burden you a lot with work, and you're not really able to turn it down. You're not able to say no. Like, you are the one who hands out orders to a lot of people, you delegate a lot of work, but when some work is given to you and it is in excess, you're not able to say no. It's almost as if you are a very nice boss, but your boss sucks. And your ancestors want you to stand up to this boss of yours. They're asking you not to like outright get into a fight or anything, but just make sure that they respect your work ethic and your work-life balance and whatever working hours are fixed in your company or wherever it is that you work. Your ancestors are telling me that right now they feel like you're being exploited in your workplace. They feel like you are overworked and you are underpaid. And if that is true, group 3, then definitely you need to take a time out and rethink all of this and see, is this even worth continuing or not, or if you should perhaps cut this out and explore other options in maybe some other field or career line. Spirit's message for you is communication is key. Makes sense also with the Queen of Swords. Whether it is this old person coming back into your life, or whether it is drawing healthier boundaries in your relationships or at your workplace, speak your heart out freely. That is going to get you places. All right. So the signs that are present over here very quickly, like I mentioned, are Scorpio firstly. Then we also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sag. So with that, these are all the messages that I have for you, group 3. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, please, if you are new. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. To book a person reading with me, you can contact me on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram for more pick a card readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.